It is an exciting morning at KeNako, with Andrew being at the beginning of week 7 of his program.
This morning is a big morning for us in Andrew's program. It's now the end of 6 weeks, starting week 7. So as usual, we take his weight, and we're also going to do the measurements again.
Well, we're doing a measurement this morning, so I'm quite excited about that, just to see where we are.
Well, we set our target for his weight at 66 after 6 weeks, so a total loss of 10 kilograms.
I'll be happy if I'm another kilo down, I probably am. I've trained reasonably hard. But I don't expect my body to give 2.5 kilograms every week or 2 kilograms every week. We'll see the results now when I jump on the scale.
Okay, Andrew, before we get on the scale, let's just remind ourselves of what our goals were. We said at the end of 6 weeks, we wanted to be at 66 kilograms, so a total loss of 10 kilograms. Let's have a look, let's see what we've been able to do. I'm very confident.
66 dead, because he knows the weight, that's why. Yeah.
66, okay, perfect. That's what we wanted to do, so well done.
Yeah.
Excellent.
With the weigh-in done, it was time to take Andrew's measurements.
We decided every 3rd week only for the measurements to allow for enough time for us to see a difference, and also for us just to monitor that the weight that he is losing is the right type of weight that we want to lose.
The aim in Andrew's program is to lose weight in the form of fat rather than lean body mass. Taking his measurements gives Jan a clear indication of the success of the program. Once again, Andrew's dedication is giving him the results he is looking for, with his weight coming down to a full 10 kilograms from the start of his program.
I suppose anybody would be ecstatic losing 10 kilos in 6 weeks, We're halfway through our program, and cheapest, I like to think we're well ahead of our target.
It's exactly what we wanted at this stage in the program. We set ourselves a goal 3 weeks ago that we wanted to be at 66 kilograms. Obviously always hoping for a bit more, but we were exactly 66 kilograms. So right on target, and also, as I said before, this is actually better because it's not too fast, so we know it's a healthy rate of losing weight.
Andrew's fat percentage measured 23.7% from 28.8% after 6 weeks on the program.
Well, everything is coming down, My body's starting to muscle up again, the fat. I think the last 3 weeks we've lost 3 kilos in fat, so which was great.
What's important for me is also to just always give the client a psychological boost. Even though he can feel it in his clothes, but it's nice to see it on paper where he's come from and where he is now. So I feel all those measurements are helpful, even if it's just mentally.
Andrew's hip circumference came down to 96 centimeters from 104. His chest measured 99.5 centimeters from 105.5 centimeters. And his waist circumference is 89.8 centimeters from 97 centimeters.
If we look at the measurements that we took this morning to indicate the body composition or the changes in his body composition, it confirmed that we're losing weight at a very healthy rate, because in the last 3 weeks he's lost 3 kilograms of body fat mass, and he's only lost 1.2 kilograms of lean body mass.
Jan has been helping Andrew set realistic goals, which also serves as a positive reinforcement.
3 weeks ago we set our goal, if you remember, at 66 for today, and this is what we got, so exactly 66. Great, so we're on target. I think let's set ourselves a goal again for the next one. This is where it now starts becoming a bit more difficult to lose weight.
Yeah.
As I said, because your lean body mass is now stabilizing and we'll be losing mainly fat mass, and this is where we work on a kilogram a week. And I think in setting a realistic goal to avoid disappointment in that, let's work on that.
10 kilos came off in 6 weeks, and like I said, it was well above our expectations, so a kilo work from here will be very good.
Dietitian Mandy Nell has planned Andrew's diet according to his metabolic rate. In today's nutrition tip, Mandy shares an interesting trick that is also incorporated into Andrew's diet.
Nuts are considered a heart-healthy snack, with recommendations around 28 grams. This is a 28-gram portion of nuts. Nuts may be good for your heart, but they also play a role in appetite control. So as a trick, 20 minutes before eating, you could consider a portion of nuts, and this increases cholecystokinin levels, which will make you feel fuller and eat less at dinner.
Andrew will be at KeNako for 12 weeks, and a program of this length runs the risk of becoming monotonous. The key to keep Andrew inspired is to ensure that his program stays interesting and challenging.
I think the biggest thing is creativity, is to be creative with your food, think out the box and just make it interesting, make it tasty, and obviously stick to your portion size and stick to the right food. It's all healthy but tasty.
Yeah, that is always a challenge, to make sure that it stays exciting and interesting and challenging. So sometimes we do go out, we do some outdoor things, and as he's getting lighter now and we can maybe do a bit more running, we plan to go into the forest and do all sorts of things. But in the gym, every day we do something different.
As part of the plan to keep Andrew's training interesting, he competes in time trials and races held in the area.
It's nice to get out there and just be a little bit competitive and see if you can improve every week. I'm going to try and continue that when I leave here, you know. Join a running club and see if I can run like half competitively, you know. So just for myself, which has been quite nice.
Andrew's story is one of conquering hardships, and he is a walking testimony of what can be achieved through hard work. His never-say-die attitude towards life has inspired many.
What I enjoy a lot about Andrew is, you know, if I look at him and the difficulties he's experienced, he's been strong enough and strong-willed enough to address his issues and to deal with them without any go back and without any repercussions or bad feeling. And he moves forward and he makes a difference. You know, he goes, whenever he's here, every day he goes into different schools or to places and talks to people about drugs and about the problems associated with drugs. And that's fantastic to watch what he does. And you've got to respect him. And he's got a great sense of humor. He always smiles. I very rarely see him, I don't think I've ever seen him get mad or get down on himself. And he's for me an incredible example of what it takes to succeed.
Having Andrew at KeNako is an absolute pleasure, and Ron, being a proud horse owner, wanted to get Andrew's perspective on what makes a good horse.
If I'm an owner and you riding work in the morning and I come out to watch and you tell me, hell, this horse really felt good, I think it's going to win on Saturday. How do you get that feeling? What is it about it?
I have been actually blessed with that, you know. Some jockeys can tell you and some jockeys can't. I've been, from a young age, been able to, it's like getting in a Mercedes-Benz and getting in a VW.
You just feel it.
You close your eyes, you drive the car, and you can feel the difference. That's the same thing about horses. Majority of horses are all about action. If a horse has got an action and a little bit of guts, then 90% of the time they're going to be okay.
And how important is size?
Yeah, I've seen small horses win, but it's very seldom you get a very small horse in a top division race, you know.
Even the Victoria, she wasn't very big, was she?
No, she wasn't very, but she's quite a bit of substance about
okay.
it, you know. So, yeah, size is reasonably important, yeah.
But it makes sense if you're carrying weight on your back, obviously, the bigger you are, the easier it is to carry.
But the action is probably for me, the most important thing. It's just how well they move. Some horses just get through it. The real top ones are just, you can feel when you're on them.
Okay, so I'm an owner. I go to the Yearding sale. I'm going to buy a horse. We don't see it running. We're just looking at the horse. So actually, it's guesswork with the action, because a good-looking horse might not have a good action.
Yeah, that still blows me away. How much money people can pay for horses that nobody knows anything about beside their breeding.
So best would be to go to the farm before and watch them running around the paddock.
Well, I suppose that would help, yeah, and see if you like that. I've bought my few from farms and have been reasonably successful.
It has been yet another successful week at KeNako, and Andrew is highly satisfied with his program.
You can always look at the results. So the results has been cheapest, unbelievable. So I'm always one of those people that believe that you should go to the professionals, you know. If you don't know what you're doing or you need help with anything in life, rather go to professionals and people that know what they're talking about.
Andrew is past the halfway mark in his program, with 5 weeks left to reach his goal weight. Join us next week as we bring you more on Andrew Fortune's road to success. If you have missed previous episodes, search for Andrew Fortune's Road to Success on YouTube.